Update 2. My wife had been refusing to be intimate for months, and suddenly she wanted to have a baby. I already suspected she was pregnant, so I silently planned a revenge she never saw coming. When she announced the surprise pregnancy during dinner, I smiled and told her congratulations, darling. Then I put it on the table. Her face turned pale. 2 weeks after finding the receipt, I made my first move. Isabella, I've been thinking about what you said about starting a family. She looked up from her plate of eggs, her fork halfway to her mouth. We were having breakfast on a Saturday morning, something we hadn't done in months. What about it? Maybe we should stop waiting. Maybe we should start trying now. The color drained from her face. She put her fork down carefully, as if it might break. Carlos, I thought we agreed to wait until I got my promotion. What promotion? You never mentioned a promotion. She fidgeted with her napkin. Well, it's not official yet, but Mr. Johnson hinted that there might be a management opening soon. Another lie. I had called Glenfield Electric on Friday pretending to be a vendor. There was no Mr. Johnson. The company had 12 employees in total, and I could name all of them. How long do you think that will take? I don't know. Maybe 6 months, maybe longer. 6 months, just when her pregnancy would become impossible to hide. I think we should try now, I insisted. We're not getting any younger. Isabella shot up from her chair, scraping it against the kitchen tiles. I need to take a shower. Sophia and I are going shopping today. What time will you be back? I don't know. Late. After she left, I sat in my truck in the driveway thinking for a full 20 minutes. Then I drove to the public library on Central Avenue and used their computer. I researched private investigators, divorce lawyers, and DNA testing procedures. I took notes in a small notepad, writing everything in my careful script. By the time Isabella came home that night, I had a plan. How was shopping? I asked. Good. Sophia helped me pick out some new work clothes. She showed me a bag from Target, 3 loose-fitting blouses and a pair of pants with an elastic waistband, maternity wear disguised as regular clothes. Looks nice, I said. That night, she slept in our bed for the first time in weeks. She even let me hold her, though she tensed when I touched her stomach. Carlos, she said, do you ever think about the future? About what you want our life to be like? All the time. What do you see? I was silent for a long time. I see honesty, I said finally. I see 2 people who trust each other completely. She was quiet after that. The following Monday, I took a half day off from work and drove to downtown Phoenix. I met with a lawyer named Patricia Hoffman, who specialized in family law. She was in her 50s with graying hair and a kind gaze that had probably witnessed every kind of betrayal. I need to know my options, I told her. She listened as I explained the situation, the pregnancy, the timeline, the lies. Do you want to save your marriage? She asked. First, I want the truth. She nodded. Get the DNA test, but be smart about it. Don't let her know you suspect anything until you have proof, and timing. If she's 6 weeks pregnant, a non-invasive DNA test can be done at 9 weeks with a simple blood draw. She would never know unless she specifically looked for it in her medical records. I left her office with business cards and pamphlets, everything I needed to protect myself legally. But first, I needed to let Isabella play her hand. That night, she was unusually affectionate. She made my favorite dinner, beef stew with cornbread. She asked about my day and actually listened to the answer. I love you, Carlos, she said as we cleaned the kitchen. I love you, too. It was a truth, which made it all the harder. I still love the woman I married, but that woman